energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. He'll buy some time right. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
There'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
What is up?
One more time with Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
What is it? Stay again.
They'll look to throw forward with Williams. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Devontae Smith from 6 yards away. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
As quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up second and
5. Second and 5. Now Mayfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down. T.J. Sanders forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Devon Achane, 71 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers, nothing. Tyro Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Mayfield. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. So the completion good for 7 there. And it second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And a catch right side by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got it with a first and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. DeAndre Hopkins, 35 yards. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Buccaneers 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to.
Touchdown, 49ers! Devon Achane with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
It's caught. Smith. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down and what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way, they send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 186 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, here's Williams. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Back at the 26-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They set up the screen with Achane.
And now the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the foot.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 87 yards.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Fulton connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Fulton now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, remember they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They've got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Throwing is Williams. Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked on by Levante David. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Mayfield now from the 50.
A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Brown. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Mayfield going to switch things up here. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
180. Run. What's that?
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
180. Run.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, Hopkins. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Alert! Up! Hurry! Stop!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chase Brown, 71 yards. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard.
Running right, here's Achane. 193 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
49er, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On 1st down, back to Achane. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Williams. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
What is that?
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. To throw, Williams. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to break out a one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Achane. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. That is into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs use the defensive breakdown and take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
An inside give, Brown. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming. And they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Mayfield down. Evans has it left side. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Mayfield with it once more. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chase Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
And the 49er First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll dump this off to Ochamp.
At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, they can make someone miss in the open field.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10.
What is up?
Throwing again here, Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
What is it on?
They'll look to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead and the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Ball at the 23, second and 8.
Real. Hurry! Run.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chase Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now.
27.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Ready, set.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
to be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Buccaneers 42, 49ers 34. Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, alert 33. 180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. That is intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice game. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush. Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
That's caught by Diggs.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
He'll look to throw. For Kittle here, it's complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it.
And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon